Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Crunchy Citadel, we're here again today, episode 9. Rolling around, fixing things, improving stuff. It's a simple episode today. Nothing hugely complicated on the agenda, but what I am going to take a quick look at is the refinery right off the bat. So, there was a little bit of, there were some comments talking about the refinery and how this is not really set up in an effective way, and that is completely fair. This is not set up in an effective way. It will cause problems. So what would be ideal is to keep having the water flowing through by itself, and setting up a few reservoirs to hold some of the liquid in a few stages. So it would solve a few problems, and it would leave a little bit of thermal mass as well. It would start altering things a little bit better. And there is something over here too that we need to deal with. We need to stop running the water through the vent here because it's sitting. And ultimately, this is really just not good for us because, you see, we're at 29 here, 28, and having it sit here, it's just going up in temperature, so you can see it climbing. So we're going to actually just skip it, and I'm going to snip right here, and what we'll do is we'll actually fix this right now. And let's get this kind of put on a 9 here, and I'm going to snip it right away because I don't really foresee them... needing additional water that we don't already have. So you can see kind of we've got an ample supply of liquid right now. So we're good. We're good. Another thing kind of on the agenda is just watching the SPOM and making sure it works okay. I know, well, we'll call it the Somewhat SPOM. Making sure that it works okay because we haven't set up any cooling for it, and I'm thinking we're gonna have to. And just judging by how much hydrogen gas is and isn't being used, I might have to offshoot the excess into another generator. And I think I may need to do that right now, actually. That might be the best thing for me to do. Because the whole power line is, yeah, it's hooked up to this one power line. Oh, and that will never run out of... Right, that's what was suggested too, is this is never gonna... A smart battery on this side will never run out of power because we'll be taking power from here. So what I could do is just snip it. And we'll see if this does a good enough job. I actually don't really care. A little bit of hydrogen gets into the base. Hello? Is there a reason why I'm doing it that way? Oh, there's very high breathability. Is it venting anywhere else? I just want to make sure I'm not killing off my people by doing this. No? Okay. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Just to make sure nothing dumb happens. We're gonna tee this and have a little bit of oxygen going in, because right now it looks like I'm trying to hoard some oxygen, which is good. We do need some oxygen hoarded on up, and I'm hoping that we can maintain that, but we'll see. And then this, okay, this is doing all right for now, very good. And maybe we do put in another hydrogen generator down here to help fulfill the power needs. Let me build them like this. They're being built out of copper, which isn't... I don't love, but, you know, it is what it is if that's what I need to do. And then I need the heavy wire. Let's do copper because, again, that's what I have. So let's do that. And we're going to cancel this one. And we'll have them build all of this out. And this will kind of solve that problem. Ventilation, and again, what we'll do is we're just going to take... You want to take any of the excess out. So what might need to happen... I want that filled first. So what has to happen is this. They need to build a gas bridge. And the gas will... Could I get them to build it here? Are they able to build it there? Let me see if they can build it here. Because the thing is, right, the way this is set up, it would pick up hydrogen, which I don't really want. Alright. Oh, they built it. Okay, so they were able to do that. So now what I want them to do is... Oh, can they build that? Or is that unreachable? Oh, darn. I actually just need them to deconstruct this block here. Okay. So I'll get them to do this. And, okay, so that's on a 9. We'll get them to do that. And the idea is... hooking it up here. The top priority will be, it will fill this first. And then any excess will just seep on through and then can come down to these. So that is the plan here. I'm going to actually just run the pipe along here. And we'll run it straight down because I don't really care. And in you go. So there we are. There's the plan there. I'm going to put it all on a 9 just so it gets done. And then the thing is, this will produce power. So she put one of... Get a snipper. Snip that there. This will produce power. And we'll avoid getting the extra hydrogen in there. So that's the plan. I think it'll be okay. We'll leave it alone for now. It seems to be powering itself okay for now, which is good. And I'll leave it like that. Now, there is the other thing that I want. I want the hydrogen vent over here, and I want to throw that shit into here. Look how clean that is. It's so close. So close. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm excited to get up here and start fiddling with stuff. I'm also thinking digging up would be fun. We might do it on this. I might actually just... Let me just casually tell them to do that. And we'll see as they go along if they do it. It's not a high priority. We'll leave it at... We'll leave it at, say, 4. If they decide to do it, cool. If they don't do it, bad is what it is. I would actually like them to do that next so that that is done. Because they can get up right now, but I think they might be climbing that pole, which is... a little weird. How are they getting over here? Because they're not running through. Because those are locked. You. How do you get over there? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I understand. So let's build those out as well so that they stop doing stupid stuff like that. And we want to improve the Drecklet Ranch as well. So, you know, we're not having them... Oh, look at him muck. Oh, look at him muck. So, yeah, we're not really doing anything too heavy here. They are being groomed. They are our children now. Oh, it's only 60 watts. That's really nice. Hooking it up to the current line, which has a potential load of 0. Oh, yeah. Okay. Potential load of over 3,000. There we go. I was like, that's not right. Which is something we're going to need to fix at some point in time. We're going to have to chop some... Oh, hello. You're still here. Excuse me. Please no. We're going to deconstruct that. That's probably causing me some problems. And I want to deconstruct this too. There is hydrogen in here, though. Disabled by automation bridge. How much hydrogen is left in you? Yikes. You know what? Do you still have automation on you? Oh. Oh, wait, there are 2 of them. Whoops. Deconstruct both of these buildings. Please do that. That is not... They should not still exist. And then the automation wiring, what we're going to do is, while it's inconvenient and upsetting, we're going to just... I want you to just... Don't want you to be automated, please. Please don't. Deconstruct the automation wire so we get that back, because we don't need any of that there anymore. Preferably deconstruct the stuff over here to 9. Just like that, just so it's done. And these little fellas, we'll put this at a 9 too. So those have been planted. Okay, so we needed a few more mealwood to support these fellas. And again, cooling is going to be an issue with them, but I think honestly, I think what we're going to do is we're going to start making use of the hydrogen vent and the anti-entropy thermonullifier, because I'm thinking about this over here, and I think it's probably, the liquid from it is probably being used enough to cool the base, and I don't want to continue to lower it anymore, like increase its temperature any higher than it already is. So I think we'll do that. Also, please deconstruct that too. We're cleaning that stuff up. We're finally doing it. It's been a minute. It's been a hot minute. Yeah. So for you, oh shoot, I meant to probably put 90 and 80. 90 and 80, and then the automation will set that up as well. There you go. Yeah, that's fine. And we'll put that on a 9, so it's something that they do. I don't really think I care about having this fully sealed up temperature-wise. So if a little bit of heat escapes over here, that's okay. It is increasing in temperature, which is a little bit concerning. But if I go all the way up here and run across, it's probably just too much work. Maybe I should just run them through here. I just didn't want to go through the chlorine gas and get it in the base and, you know, all that fun stuff. I just wanted to avoid dealing with chlorine. Not a huge deal, but we'll talk about that later. You're eating that away, yeah? What were you? You had 37, and you got 6. Okay. The alternative would be to throw some more in here, but it seems to be fine. Seems to be okay. Oh, look at that. We got reed fiber. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Look how happy they look. They're so thrilled. And we see their little buns. We see their buns. All right. Great. I'm happy with that. So taking a look at this, this is going to determine, yep, whether we made a little bit of a mistake or not. There we go. There's hydrogen gas. So there was some sort of an error here. And what I'm going to think is that, yeah, it's getting, see how it's getting lower now? So we're going to try and avoid that. And the way we do that is just like that. So now it's going to pull out all the hydrogen that is in there. This appears to be running totally fine, which is excellent. And there, so any excess, boom, into here. It'll feed into these fellas. And you quit your bitching. I see that you've got hydrogen gas available. But that will hold hydrogen gas. But I'm realizing, just by looking at it, you can already tell that there is hydrogen there that's kind of accumulating. And what we might do, let's just slow it down here. A reservoir might end up being the best thing to do here. So if I want to do that, I can either put the reservoir here, which is arguably out of the way, or I put it here, which is just easier. If I put it here, I need to do a couple of jumps. Doesn't really matter. But if I put it here, I might have to move it. Let's put it here, I guess. We'll do a little bit of the, you know, I always do this. I always say, oh, it's fine, we'll fix it later. And then I never end up fixing it. Yeah, it's just gonna be a little messy if I do it this way. At this point, I should have just, yeah, because it won't fit over on this side. Okay, it appears to be eating it fine, but I am a little, let's just do this anyway. Screw it. We're gonna do it. It's just, it's one of those things that's like, if I do it now, it will save me a headache in the future. We will put this one here, and I'll put this one here. And then we'll just, in you go, and out you go. I won't attach it right now. We will take this and run it here, though. And I don't think any of the temperature is going to be an issue. I would like it done, but it doesn't necessarily need to be done urgent, because you can see We have a little bit of room left, and it seems to be behaving well. I am a little disappointed that we got hydrogen here, and I think actually, because it's been a little while since I've played, because I had to record back-to-back episodes, so I think what I was doing with this was that I was doing this to see if there would be any hydrogen in here, and it appears that there is, and I just needed to make sure the breathability in the base remained consistent. We ended up being fine. Let me also just put this on gas so I can see something here. Oh, good. Okay, so that's still maintaining equilibrium, probably because the carbon dioxide is all being produced over here. I guess it doesn't really matter if the carbon dioxide slinks down here and then into here, but I might do what I talked about, which is pulling down and over and all that fun stuff. Is that chlorine or is that polluted oxygen? Polluted oxygen, okay. Let's grab whatever this is. Oh. Okay, give me that. Oh, yes. We're overproducing food. You can see it right there. We've got 66,000. I was actually having notifications that food was going bad. And there you go. There's rotten omelets. So, what we're going to do because of that is we're going to actually dig up a few of our plants. I don't really want to need to dig up a whole lot. I might just uproot just a couple of them. I think I want to keep the millwood on this side just because I like it there, but I might remove it from over here. I also might remove the one directly in front here. I don't know if it matters. I'm gonna start with 3 and we'll see if the food goes down or up. We are getting more eggs, I believe, so I need this done now. And this is one of the problems. I want to crack some of these sage hatchling eggs, and I would like to drop off so you're not gonna tell me until I've unlocked them. That's fine. I do want to start setting up those rails because what I'm seeing is a lot of like dirt chilling around and a lot of extra arbor wood, lumber. And we got lumber here, we got lumber there. It would be fun to make ethanol as kind of a backup power source, but at that point it's almost negating itself. It's not balancing itself out in an effective manner. But it is something that I've also continued to consider. Ooh, also, let's improve a little bit more of the airflow here. We generally put airflow tiles on top of doors, and I'm seeing that there's a little bit of, well, hydrogen gas that I don't want there. We'll just take it out. You can even rip this open too. Let's just get them to clean that up. Also, I think it's time to continue onwards and upwards. I didn't really want to do it, but I think what I'll do is climb up this way. I think it's the best thing that I can do. We'll just make sure a wall is kind of built up so that I don't deal with all of that stuff. And let's start with the ladder. Let's just go up that far. I know that we'll have a little bit of water leak down. Not great that it goes all the way to the bottom of the base, but it is what it is. I do also want to deconstruct some stuff. See, you can tell that I avoided things over here because I was like, I don't want to deal with that. But there we go. Let's do this too, actually. Let's get them to put that on a 9. I know it's unreachable, but what I'm going to do is I'll dig this one out, and we'll put that on a 9 too, and we'll see them actually do this work right away. So that will solve a little bit of issue. This, you know, I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to, but I gotta. It's part of the obligation. Digging upwards and having a straight line through the entire base. That's the whole deal here, is having a straight line through the whole base. As well, while they're kind of doing that, it's time for us to set up this little bit of fixin'. We'll fix it up a little bit here. And what it needs is a reservoir. What is in here? Are you refined? Yeah, you're refined metal. Okay, let's put one here. This is where one was supposed to go. This was my intention, was to put one here and one over here. There's a little bit of piping that will need to be fixed, but honestly, I guess it's not super important because I'm not hurting for water. You can tell I'm not hurting for water here. There's A, the massive puddle, B, those 3, and then C, this massive huge pile over here. So clearly not hurting for water, but it is still concerning that there's so much to it ends up being an issue that there is so much water. If only I could burn it off and make it into power. The only way I could do that, I guess, would be to build an electrolyzer, waste the water so it turns into hydrogen, and then be able to produce a little bit of extra power from that and then shoot the oxygen out. I guess that would be one way to do it, but that would be really heat intensive and kind of a waste of... Oh my god, that wastes so much. So we built all of these. So the idea here is I need a sage hatchling. And I'm actually going to set up one for a sweetle as well, mostly so that I can keep an eye on that stuff. They're a little... I don't know. A little concerned. Let's do... So that's a 7. We'll keep this at an 8. And then for you... Let's do forever, and you're still at a 7. So they're going to go and collect these eggs now, crack them up, and then they'll end up, well, eating them, basically. Okay, continuing with my plan up here. For now, what we might do... You know what, screw it. No, let's just take the L and do the whole thing. Let's just do the whole thing. There's no point in not doing it. We're just going to regret if I drag this out all the way. Let's just do it. Rip the band-aid off. Everybody go up here and do the thing. Alright, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Because this was one of the biggest issues I had in my last base was I kept dodging things like this. And I never fixed any of them, so we always ended up with these random kind of gaps, and it was really quite annoying and quite difficult to handle. And I just wanna have an easier time here. Let's have them. No, I want you to take that and uproot it. So if you could all not be dumb, that would be lovely. Preferably dealing with the wall first. That would be great. You fools, go and do the task I bestow on you, you little shits. Go and build the things. Build walls, please. Build walls, please, please, please. Okay, you know what? Clearly, they're gonna be fussed about this. So let's just build the tiles here. You can't even build the tiles out. Why? Did somebody uproot? Oh God! Uproot everything, please. You little idiots. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, of course they'd go eat. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine. I'm not upset about it at all. So I'm gonna screw up this one too? I thought I'd be okay. Let me get them to fix one side first, and then I'll get them to continue upwards. Can you fuckers uproot this, please? Oh my god. Please go fix. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Please, no. 7. We'll 7 it then. So you chill and you fix it. Yes, I know your eyes hurt. It'd be a little easier if you weren't being so dumb about it. You little rascals. Eventually, all of that will siphon down to the bottom of the base. Or do that. It's fine. We'll have a few pockets of chlorine. It's not a huge deal. They are constantly making me lose my mind, though. This is how they are. This is how the dupes are, you know? They do a decent-ish job following instructions. Let's rip that out, too. I know that pulls hydrogen up to the top of the base, but there's no point. There's no point in fighting that. That's going to happen anyway. Don't actually need to do that. Good. I did ruin this area, though. That's lovely. You know. Why would I not, right? I can actually get them to build that there. That would be great. If somebody could do that, and then I could deconstruct that, and then bam, right there. That would be good. Yeah, we'll do this. And I'll get them to construct this. That's okay. Yeah. I understand now. They can climb up that. It's a little slow going, but they can do it. Okay, so I got them behaving a little bit better. Never mind. I lied to you. I lied. Look at what I've done. I have made a mistake. I made an error. I wasn't paying close enough attention to that, but that's okay. Hello, sir. Just maybe dig out the tiles underneath you so you don't die. That would be a good, there you go. Alright, so how much of a mess did I make when I did that? Let's kind of sweep that up and sweep that up. Did the carbon dioxide, because I think there was carbon dioxide liquefied there, did it just immediately turn into... No, it probably didn't. Probably not. It might just... It's probably just going to transition into regular carbon dioxide once I'm done here. Let's deconstruct that, and we can put that all on a priority. Priority 9, sure. Priority 9 that, for sure. So, listen, look at what I'm proud of. We're all the way up here now, and the line is straight down. It gets interrupted there and interrupted here, but we're working on it. And straight down to the bottom of the base. This is something we never managed to achieve in the last colony. So I'm really, really pleased about that this time around. So we are just doing this to... hello, good sir. And they're fixing things a little bit. I'm doing it slowly here. Trying to get rid of the chlorine there. I don't really want chlorine seeping in. I'm trying to protect these areas. I don't really want to damage them too much. So we're good there. I do want to do a little bit of research today too, I think. Just to continue forward. There's nothing huge that I want to research. Maybe just some of that stuff, just so it's done. Really research those easier things. And, look, sweepies. Yeah, get a little sweepy bot. That could be fun. Although I'm pretty sure the sweepy can only do one flat area. So why would I do a sweepy instead of one of these fellas here? I have to think about that. Also, how are you doing? You appear to be doing all right. Yeah, that looks like it's balanced now. And then reviewing this, is there any more hydrogen in here? Nope, just the 100. So we managed to fill up the whole thing with oxygen minus that 100 grams of hydrogen. So that is a steal of a deal right there. Great, so we're overproducing. Amazing, and the base? Nice. And we've got this little extra supply of oxygen should we need it. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to build this across, and I'm thinking more reservoirs for more oxygen holding. I know it's kind of like hoarding a supply of oxygen for no particular reason. However, I personally love doing that shit. I love to hoard a little bit of excess just in case something goes wrong. Because, you know, something always goes wrong, and we won't actually use the oxygen that's in here. I would love to take the hydrogen out, maybe vent it into the base, if I could. Yeah, I would need to do. Okay, yeah. What do you sort? You sort hydrogen, right? Yeah, you do. Because I think the hydrogen would be the first thing to come out. So we'll take a look at that momentarily. Just checking this out. You're still good? Okay. Because really what we're doing, again, like I said, we're letting everything run. We're doing a little bit of research now, but we're letting everything run. And we're digging upwards to access this and this. So we're working towards cooling, really, today. And these are kind of the preliminary steps. And you're just watching as well along the way with all of the extra steps I'm doing to prevent massive contamination here. I do want to, this is kind of a little bit more important though, I do want to rip open most of this so that we're taking out kind of the liquid that might seep down here. I don't really want to be dealing with extra water. At the end of the day, I guess it would just pour down here and probably evaporate at some point, so I guess it's not a huge deal. Maybe it isn't a huge deal. Because the water is going straight down. The only thing it's getting caught on is this. Also, fun fact. Look at this. No germs. So the idea of using a radiation source like uranium actually ended up working. It was taking a really long time. but it finally got ahead of it all. So that's kind of cool. That's really neat, and I'm happy to have learned that. I honestly, I thought it wasn't working. So I'm actually very pleased to know that it does function. And that is great. Okay, cool. So we now know how to make a sugar engine again. We all know how that went last time. Nobody almost died. Everything was fine. Let's get these folks on a 9 to dig up now. Let's prioritize that. Did I put this all on a 9? No, it's on an 8. Okay. And I'll fiddle with this now too. So there's the hydrogen sneaking out, and it's going to go through here and get thrown in there, or is it just going to get thrown in the bait? Okay, that's fine too. Excellent. All right, so very happy with that. Let me do a little snip here. So now the hydrogen that was in here is no longer in here. So we have another, basically we get to see again if this screws up. But right now I think we're in pretty well equilibrium to some degree. And let's just I need to build a system that pumps them in here. I suppose I could build the pipes across the top, because this isn't a hugely complicated thing, and then a pipe here, and just hook them up to that. And again, this is one of those things that could actually be fixed later. I say it all the time, it could be fixed later. But this is one of those things that could be fixed later, because this one's not super important, and it's not really, like, this is just spare stuff. So I'm genuinely not worried about this in the slightest. Just do this. This is completely unnecessary. It's honestly, it's more of what would I call it? I'd call it more of an insurance policy, pretty well, because if we do start seeing insufficient oxygen generation and there's a problem with this, we could fix it up to we could start to improve it and start siphoning out some oxygen from this at a low rate to kind of compensate. As well, my thought is this is kind of a buffer for whenever we get atmo suits or a rocket, and then we could just take directly from gas reservoirs if we're not at equilibrium. So we'll just hold them here for now. That'll be the plan, and then it'll just stay there, and it'll be good too. It's kind of that extra comfort, you know. The game is called Oxygen Not Included. Why not have a little bit of extra oxygen? Alright, so this wasn't set up. It looks fine right now. This is still receiving all of the bulk, so that's good. So let's just do this now, and I'm going to snip it here. And now we're going to kind of see that the hydrogen will go around in a loop. If there's ever spare. Come on, give me a little bit of extra. There you go. So they're going to go in here, and then it will exit out this way. I mean, it could have been easier if it was facing this way, but it doesn't matter. So there you go. There's the hydrogen. So if something does happen where we're really producing more and the power isn't being used here, then it just sits in the gas reservoir. So that'll be good. We've done a little bit more research there. Let's do this research as well. Just kind of doing that stuff. It's not really important research. It's just stuff that I want to get done at some point. Alright, and let's actually just a couple more things. Put a fire pole down here for them to finish up. Beautiful. So they're doing a great job here. You can see the water pouring down as we're working forward here as well, which is kind of funny. Alright, they're doing good work today. Yeah, and then we're gonna have access to this. Finally. And I'm seeing a lot of salt water. Nothing huge up here. No. Disappointed. No more vents. Not seeing any more vents yet. I need some of those. I need more of them. Maybe we need to explore more down here, see if there's any oil vents or something. I don't think there's oil. There might not be any oil on this map. I do also want to know what this is, because this looks substantial. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 3, and I think I'm usually seeing 4, right? Like these ones are 4s? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so what are you? Maybe like a major volcano or something. If only I could see you. If only I could see you. Sweepy's dock. What would that be under? Is that under a station? Where's Sweepy? Oh, there it is. Sweepy deploys an automated Sweepy bond to sweep up solid debris and liquid spills. Stores liquids and solids gathered by the Sweepy. I feel like I kind of... Listen, come now. Do we all agree that a Sweepy would just be funny? I think it would be funny. I think it would be hilarious. So I might actually just maybe employ one of these. Let's just put one here for fun. Just as a little bit of a joke here to test it out. I've never seen a Sweepy before, and I just think it would be funny. I know they don't... I don't believe that they actually serve much purpose for us, but we'll see in a minute. Okay, and while they're doing the Sweepy, you'll notice here, look at this. So, just talking about this, we're still liquid here. No liquid in the plants at all. So we used some liquid up here. And we've actually used a substantial amount of liquid up. Oh my goodness, wow. What did I use it on? Probably oxygen generation, actually, to fill that up, I would imagine. A little bit stressful, but that's okay. So, yeah, look at that. So it's locked right now. So what we need done is we need these built. And we need them set up properly here. That'll be the next little step here. So this is the one that's the intake. And what we'll do is we're actually just going to go up and in there. I'm going to snip this. And this is the indicator here that we need a floor now in this space. And that's okay. And I actually don't want to be building a tile there. And then we need to take you, and out you go, and a little snip there. So let's just make that all a priority 9. We'll get them to do that real quick. I think this was also still a priority 9, so we're going to reduce it to an 8. So it gets done, but not immediately. And you can see, too, this is the highest point of the base now, which is a little funny, because this is also the spot where we're going to need the hydrogen. So the fact that it's here makes life a little easier. We're also going to have them build conductive wires all the way up. And while it isn't necessarily, you know, I'm not, like, pressed for it, it would make life easier if it was, you know, partially complete. So, you know, we'll just set that up too. Probably remove the wiring that's located here. It's not doing anything for us. It's not doing anything negative or positive for us, but we'll still probably cut it out because we need to clean things up. Now they are building the Sweepy. So come on, we got to see the little Sweepy here. No power. No power, that's right. I wanted to babysit it for a second. Little Sweepy, are you present? You're not present. Oh, do you need to charge first? Waiting delivery, refined metal. No, you're fine. Sweepy. Does it need refined metal every now and then? Deploys an automated Sweepy bot. Oh, look at him. Look, we're gonna go in here. Oh, Sweepy. Look at him go. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. He's sweeping up. What are you sweeping up, my guy? You taking everything? You're trying, eh? Oh, he's so fun looking. He's our little maid now. Oh, you scared of the ledge? Okay. Well, that's interesting. Oh, there you go. You can see what he's sweeping out of there. And what's inside of him. What displayed object? Realize? So, okay. I don't. Is that a what is that? Is that a customization thing? Cancel? I don't know. Anyway, look at how cute he is. He's sweeping up. He's gonna clean up after them, and you know, we're just gonna leave it there for now. I think it stores the. It's a cute little face comes pre-installed. It stores stuff, right? Dock stores liquids and solids. So right now, Sweepy's dock has a bunch of stuff. Okay. All right, that's interesting. So that was mostly for fun, not really purpose, but it was more entertainment than anything else. Back to what I was doing, which is fixing up the liquid reservoir. So that one's hooked up the way that I want it to be. And this one is not, but that's okay. This is an easy fix. So take you, put you there, and then you can do literally exactly what you were doing before. Okay, let's do that. Zoom. And I think this is what was suggested, because pretty well the water will put it in, and it'll just go through instead of all of this stuff that I've got set up here. All the little chaos that I've got set up here. Mostly that's what needs to be dealt with. Yeah, you know what? Deconstruct the whole fucking thing. Why not? Just deconstruct the whole thing. Cancel that deconstruction and that one and that one. And then we'll put this all on a 9 and that on a 9. Okay, so making a little bit of a mess in the process, but that's not surprising to us. I think we knew that that was going to happen. I do actually need, I'm realizing I need that pipe removed. A liquid bridge, there we go. And this should continue to solve problems. Okay, please put that down to a 7. Please calm down. You don't need to do that. Please calm down. Please chill. Okay, good. So there you go. So there's that going. And then right through. No. Nope. Don't do that. Jeez. I learned that lesson already last time. In case you don't know what was just happening, it was taking the output and throwing it back in. And that is very bad. Very bad for us. We don't want that. So there we go. Okay, they've sorted that. So why are you still... No, see, okay. Yeah, this is my fault. I understand what the issue is. Okay, I think I finally got it sorted. This is my understanding of what was suggested to me by Graham. So take this, run it across, and then pipe it into that. Anyway, you'll see in a second. So once this has enough water, once it has enough brine, the brine will continue outwards and just run into the rest of the base. Right, so there you go. See, into the line, out of the base. If this ends up getting too much liquid in it, it will just into there, and it will automatically go into the base as well. So, and then you've got this little vat here to take any extra up. So, it's resolved. I was losing my mind there, though, because I was like, this shit, can't I get this shit to work? Because I didn't, I wasn't reading properly, because I'm a fool. But anyway, here we are. We fixed it. We sorted it. It should be good now. So thank you very much, Graham, for that suggestion. That's helpful. Makes a lot of sense, too. I know it looks probably wonkier than it should, but this is just, I guess, the best I could do with the setup I had. Here we are. Anyway, so that's done. That's done. We are going through water now, and I have a feeling it's genuinely just because I probably opened up a little bit of extra space, and I built that reservoir, which only has oxygen in it, so that's good. That's what we like to see. Let's get them to finish this up. And also, yeah, I mean, oh yeah, that's literally the problem. I was like, what's going on there? Cool. Is that a, what is that? Is that an egg? I can't seem to tell. I think there's an egg there, but I'm not positive. So let me just see here. Come on, you know what's out. Yeah, there you go. Incubate continuous. And I could set up a little bit of automation to improve this, and I might do that soon. So we'll see in a second. Why are y'all not cracking the eggies? Do it. I guess I didn't tell them to do it. That's my bad then. Hello? I can make one of these. Oh. It's kind of fun. Won't bother yet, but that's good to know. I would actually like to have a sleet wheat farm. And to be fair, the fact that there is actually still cool temperature in here is quite encouraging. I could also build it over here. How cold does a sleet wheat need to be? Yeah, and you need water. It's a little dangerous. Can't really keep you in the pipes because you'll freeze. Sorry. Okay, yeah, temperature. -5 at least. And it's pretty cold in here still. -18. Up here, though, how are you? -40. That might be more ideal to keep it in here. I might honestly just let them water. If I do a little sleet wheat farm, I might have them just water it by hand. It's not that... Oh, it's pretty far. Never mind. I was going to say, it's not that far. So it's far enough. It's far enough that it's a problem. Unless I cool off another part of the base. Hello? What are you He was just standing there. Let's, you know what? Here's what I'll do. Let's test out non-irrigated tiles. Let's just do regular farm tiles and see what happens. We'll do 3, we'll plant 3, and we'll see just what they end up doing if I actually end up getting anything from them. And if they water them, because that's a really far way for them to run. But it's either run that way or run all the way up. Maybe I do actually just have to run all the way up. That might actually be easier. Let's do that. Never mind. I cancel the silliness. Well, never mind. It's already going along. Let's do it over here. Temperature is -40 here. Let's actually do it right on this level. This one makes the most sense to me. And eventually, maybe, we switch it out. I see that there's been a ceiling collapse. That was probably on him. Let's do 4. Is that a wild one? Yeah, I'm not gonna touch that one. That one can stay. Let's just do those 2 then. Let's do those 2 then. Maybe actually -55. I don't think it'll ever get less than that. So what we could do actually is do to here instead. Let's do that. Let's see what happens with that idea, and we'll go forward with that. It might be dumb. I don't know. It is what it is. You're not good because you're freezing to death. Probably getting hypothermia actually. All right, off you go. Goodbye, friend. Bye, buddy. Somebody dig that out as well. Okay, so it appears we have a slight bit of a power problem too. If you look at this, out of coal, but there's nothing in them, and all of the coal is actually in this this thing here. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to deconstruct that, and we're going to have the coal go all the way over there. And what we may need to do is set up another hatch ranch and do that. And I think that's probably what I'll do very soon. And we'll end up going down a level and probably digging it out. This polluted water is a little bit of an issue. I don't love how it's there, but it is what it is. You know, we're in one of those situations where it just happens to exist. Sweepy's dock is filled with a bunch of random shit, and that makes me laugh. Sweepy's upset. Look at him. Sweepy, my guy, if I snip you, if I don't give you power, what happens to you? Do you get sad? I don't know. Sweepy himself, he exists. He's got a rechargeable battery, and he doesn't have any battery power right now. Anyway, that's good. And then just looking up one last time, they're doing their thing. Oh, we did dig this out. Very good. I'm excited. I'm very excited to take some hydrogen gas and absolutely go to town in here. It's going to be a great time. I might even take, because we're going to be digging up and getting oceans, and maybe this is what this is going to be, is salt water. And I might just take it and transition it into ice and just put a bunch of ice here, because I was looking online, and what some people were saying is the only way to deal with excess water, like when you genuinely have too much that you can't store anymore, freeze it. Because freezing it will allow you to just create a little endless pile of it. So we might do that. So this looks good. It's working the way that it's supposed to. They're continuing to try and sweep that all up. And then if you, yeah, perfect. So into that it goes, and then into that it goes. Da 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 da, and in there. And that helps equalize the temperature a little bit. It's pretty cool. And if we do want to talk about the temperature of the brine, it is cold. It's coming in cold, but also we are, well, running very cold in here. Oh my goodness. So I have a feeling that this biome will die for temperature wise. At least we have something that does continue to keep cool liquid in there. But this is probably what's going to really do us a huge favor here. Now, we're going to need to be using a gas pump there, which is a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. We'll just put in insulated vents, insulated pipes, and we'll be okay. We'll probably actually do literally this, honestly. Something like that. In honestly a straight line, and just put the pump right here or something. Yeah, screw it. That's what we'll do. Me, we're probably going to do something like this. Also me. No, just never mind. Exactly the way that I just did it. Because that is the best way to do it. And we'll plant a little bit of sleet wheat. This is more of a test than anything else. I haven't planted any sleet wheat before. It does need oxygen. So we'll just need to be careful with that point. And it should be fine. Damn, we're looking good. I'm very pleased with today's episode. I know we didn't do anything major, but we really tidied up. We were able to dig upwards really nicely. Deal with a little bit of this stuff, some of the ranching stuff, sorting it a little bit better. Tested out our little boy here, little Sweepy. Figured out this, fixing the reservoir. Thank you again. And yeah, there's just some really, really simple and clean, easy tasks that just had to get done. I'm really pleased about it. Next time, we're probably going to be cleaning up a little bit and, again, digging further upwards and hopefully hooking up this hydrogen gas vent into there and maybe getting some of these guys. Ooh, yes, that is exactly what I needed. Okay, let's do one of those. We're going to put 2 of them down and then I'll be quiet. I'm not gonna disturb the secrets of the land, you know? So if you folks did enjoy this episode, do let me know down below. If you're liking the series, let me know. Leave some tips, hints, or suggestions as well. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and as always, thank you for stopping by. Happy you did, and I'll see you next time.